Yo, yo,
Yes, sir.
my boy Bob.
You know it. You know it.
What's up, man?
We back with another one,
We
man.
back, bro.
That's it, bro.
We back, man.
You want to tell these good people where we at?
We're in the country. Let's just say that, bro. We're in the country, deep in the country. But it's a nice vibe out here.
No,
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
cool vibes.
It's a nice
cool
vibe.
vibes. We lucky at my grandma's house. I know y'all have no idea where that's at. Shout out my grandma. I got a coat on right now. It's a little chilly
Shout
out
out
here.
grandma.
Shout out grandma for supplying the drip. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah. But yo, how you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm feeling good,
We gotta
bro.
let them know we just bust down some white swan that was
Dog.
really gas.
Bro, I had the french fries with the chicken breast on the white bread.
Oh man,
You had the shrimp.
shrimp with the hush puppies. Gas.
Crazy.
Gas, crazy. We low-key was supposed to be eating on camera, but it was so good.
Bro, we didn't even make it.
We didn't make it to the camera until we started filming. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So what's up, man?
Man, bro, recovering from Dreamville, dog. Yeah.
Bro, I'm still
Yeah.
struggling,
Yeah.
dog. I'm
Yeah.
still struggling.
Yeah. How was it for you though? Or how you feeling about it and like where you at with it?
Bro, I feel great.
Okay.
I feel great, bro. For this to be the last one and to be as involved,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On a level that we were involved was fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was fire. So it all really came like full circle for sure.
You had an event, and so before we get to like the night it went down and everything, rewind back to when the idea first came, and like how that came about, who you wanted to be involved, like all
Oh, you
all
talking
of
about the
things.
hangout?
Yeah, all of the things about the hangout, like
well,
prior to when it happened.
Me, Murph, and Banks has been on like this run. This
Shout out
work
Murphy
run.
Banks.
Of just doing creating, putting things in our own hands and just, building our core and just doing what we want to do, like creating opportunities for ourselves.
Yeah.
So it was time for another one. And Murph was like, yo, what if we like do it in April?
Huh.
And I was like, dang, okay, that'd be fire. But I think like Dreamville's early April.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? We never really get a chance to like really party with our supporters. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
always like green room, show, merch table. All right, much love, take a picture, go.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, what if we like create something that's like we can just party with them?
Yeah.
Just hang out, bro.
Yeah.
Let's talk, get advice, take pictures, eat, drink, like just let's live with our supporters.
Yeah.
So he was like, yo, all right, we're gonna see. I was like, what date can we do? And I was like, well, if we do it around that time, which would be tight, cause like I thought it'd be tight too, because like I have a lot of people from out of town that was coming in for the festival. So I'm like, dog, they get a chance to kick it, we get a chance to see us perform. We can do it that week. And I was like, okay, what would be a better day? And we was like, Friday. We was like, nah, man, we got a lot going on Friday. Saturday, Sunday, that's the festival. It was like, well, she was like, you know what, let's do it that Thursday. So by the grace of the big boss, Slim's was open. So we booked it and we did it, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, the turnout was so crazy.
And HBK too.
So it was me on there, me, Banks, HBK. Y'all check him out if y'all don't know him. Jada HBK.
Super talented.
KB the DJ,
Fire.
hosted by Coco from Choice,
Yeah.
and Triple Beeman
Fire.
and Murph, and we did it, bro.
Yeah.
We did it. It was so fire.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
Everybody
it
was
really
talking
made
about
me
it.
think that too. Right?
Yeah,
Everybody,
yeah.
I was like, yo, how y'all? They was like, yo, we loved it.
Yeah,
You gotta
everybody
do
was talking
another one.
about
You
it.
gotta do another one. But it was just so dope to connect with the supporters, bro.
Yeah.
And a lot of people I didn't even expect to pulled up. And the tight thing about it too, people that was in town from Dreamville, that was like just staying downtown, was pulling up. I was like, where you from? Well, I'm from New York. I'm from California.
Yeah.
We just came for the festival. And I'm like, oh, that's tight. Well, you like what you see?
Well, they got to see like what's going on locally in the city, which is
For sure.
tight, you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I think that's the cool draw to Dreamville Fest. Is that all the people that come into town obviously are there for the festival and the artists at the festival, but it's just cool because you like they never know what they can get into and like who they'll come across, who they'll meet, what's going on, like in the city. So yeah. Dang, man. So yeah, that was Thursday. Wednesday, me and 3 had a basketball game, which you also played in,
Bro.
it's funny because when I had hit you up, to play in the game, I was like, yo, Drew, you gotta please play, bro. He was like, Bob,
I was like,
not.
I do not know how to play basketball, bro. Like, I'm trash. I'm gonna get out there and be crazy. You was like, nah, man, it's for fun.
It's gonna be fun.
Like, I'm like,
we're not gonna
bro.
be competitive. I was like, we ain't gonna be playing hard.
I got there. Y'all boys was hooping.
Now he's getting to it.
Bro, what? I'm like, bro, I'm not about to.
Nah,
I went out there for like 2 minutes. The homie was like, Dreek, run a screen. I'm like, bro, what is a screen? At that moment, I was like, you know what, Madreek? At some point, you have to understand that some things just ain't for you.
For
bro.
sure. Bro, but like, I appreciate you, like, obviously, bro, pulling up and doing it. Cause, bro, like you said, you was like, bro, Bob on, hoop for real. I don't know how this gonna go. But, bro, I just appreciate you, like, being a part of it.
Hey,
anyway.
man,
like,
it's all good, bro.
Because it was fun. Even down from us making the jerseys was fun. You know
it was
what I'm
incredible.
saying? Like,
I had a ball though. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody was like, "Dreek, man, you got to at least score 3 points." I'm like, "Bro, the ball's gonna go in the air every time, dog." Like,
did you take a shot? I think you took a shot.
I didn't take one shot, bro. The homie, I got open, so I'm like, I'm cocky, right?
Yeah.
I didn't crawl. I don't know what happened, but I got away from whoever was guarding me. The homie artist threw me the ball. That joint just slipped out of my hand. I was like, dang, I couldn't even catch the basketball, bro.
Bro,
it's all good though.
Nah, bro. It was fun. And shout out everybody that was a part. My dog 3. We definitely gonna keep that going. So low key on the next one, we're gonna get you right. We're gonna go to the court, we're gonna practice, do some drills. We're gonna tap it with Poobie. We'll get you right.
I'm gonna just be the mascot, bro. For sure.
We need you on the team, bro. Next time we're gonna get you right. We're gonna practice.
We gotta go through a basketball class.
Yeah. We're gonna
get me right in the basketball
class.
class.
Bro. We're gonna get you in the gym with Poob. He gonna get you right.
Shout out Poobie, bro.
But yeah, bro. So yeah, we had Wednesday basketball game, Thursday hangout, Friday we had Goldmouth. Yeah, Friday we had Goldmouth. Shout out Shame, Loot, you know what I mean, Dreamville for letting us rock. How did you feel about not only just Goldmouth, like that specific like stage and performer, but like just the energy down like that was going on at the cam and like people on the block, they shut the street down. That energy,
first off, thanks to you, man.
My dog.
You know, for even inviting me, Chew,
Matt. Shout out to homies,
and even
man.
like, you know, I don't people get stages like that, you know, they don't really like, you know, it's not really, you don't have to share, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you were open to share that, even allowed me to get a record.
Come on.
So that was tight.
Yeah.
But before I answer that question, I just want to know, like, how did you feel? Because that was your moment, bro. You know what I'm saying? How did you feel? Even down from getting I'm going to get back to it, but even down to just getting a call.
Yeah. Man, when I got the call about doing it, I was like, dang, this is tight, because I definitely wanted to be a part of Dreamville, this last Dreamville Fest in some type of way. I didn't, you know. And so it was cool that they hit me up to be a part of it. And, yeah, immediately I was like thinking of like, all right, well, how do I want to approach this? What do I want to do? All of the things. Mm-hmm. Me and you had been talking funny enough. People don't know, like, I've been contemplating cutting my hair. And Drake was a big factor in that because he chopped the braids. How long ago you think this was? Did you cut the braids off?
Prior to you cutting yours?
Yeah.
Maybe like a month.
So you probably had them going for a month.
Yeah.
And so Drake had, most people watching this know this, but anybody who, you know, who's tapping in, they don't know. Drake had braids for 3 years. Right?
Braids? Nah, bro.
You had it longer than that?
I had like a year, maybe 2 years.
For real?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
thought you had braids for 3 years.
Nah, man, like a year or two, yeah.
Oh, dang, I'm tripping.
It just grew real quick.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, Drake had the braids. He was like, yo, it's time to cut them. He chopped them. I mentioned to him, like, bro, I've been wanting to cut my hair. I think it's time. And he was like, bro, do it. You're going to feel a lot better. I think it's time, all of the things. And so, you know, I kind of felt like beginning of April was just like a good time. We got all these events going to basketball games, shows, drink, you know, all of the things. It's time to do it. Chop the top, dye that thing blonde, or whatever.
Fire.
I like FaceTime you right when I left the barbershop.
Bro,
like, yo,
fire.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's still some blonde in there. But and so it felt like it was like a lot going on because Chop the Top, we was doing all of these events, and it was like, you know, December, January, February, we like, at least I wasn't outside and as active as much. I was like kind of trying to get my motion back together. And so it was like, it felt like it just hit all at once. And then to get out there and then see all of those people, and then it's like, Dreamville always feels like family, bro, because it's
For
like
sure.
people taking off work, people we went to school with, church with, whatever. You just see so many people, you know. And it was dope to like rock that stage with y'all and then have like friends and family out there. And then to get off stage and it's like so much love and like all our friends there and we just kicking it. It's right there at Raleigh Denham. We went and hung out at Raleigh Denham. which was tight. It's like, bro, it's like a dream. You know what I mean?
With the 5-star.
We went to 5
Shout
star.
out 5
Y'all
star.
gotta pop up at 5 star if y'all don't know what time it is. But yeah, bro. So it was amazing, and I had a good time, bro. I had a good time. I like the last song I did. This song called Knit Blue, which isn't out yet. I think I'm gonna drop that on Juneteenth. But that was like fun to do. Low key, my sound cut out, and I was definitely like, dang, not really.
Low key,
tight.
I didn't even notice. I thought it was part of the beat because you kept going crazy.
Oh yeah, well.
So I'm like, dang, Bob kept going. Then you was like, run that back, and it happened again. I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
Because I feel like on that one, that song's called Casino, but on that song, that's like the crowd. I feel like that's when I'm like getting into my bag. Like, all right, we getting the crowd involved. We about to turn up. And so I was really excited about that moment. And then it cut out, and I just kept going. And then I'm like, you know what? I got to run this back to get the energy right. Then we tried to run it back. It didn't work. And I let it was like, bro, let's go to the next one. Next one. Run the next one. Run the next one. Run the next one. So we ran the next one.
Y'all played it off crazy good, though.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, too, bro, I'm like, those moments happen. Like, those moments going to happen when the sound mess up or whatever it is. It's like you just got to roll with the punches, like, no matter what stage you on or, like, whatever's going. Then the fun thing was, though, is, like, although that moment happened, y'all came out, and then that was like, y'all brought the energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we vibed out how we do. You rocked the song, killed it as always.
Appreciate that, man.
And then we did our thing, and I'm trying to think, what was we on that? Did we do anything that night? So we went to 5 star. At the 5 star, what was it, yo? Was we chilling? Did we pop out?
What was that, Friday?
That was Friday.
Yeah, we had Owie and friends that night.
Dang.
Yeah, so we definitely rocked like two
We were
two
getting
shows.
to it. We had 2 shows that day.
And after that, I went to 5 star.
Well, we got to pop up. We got to tell them about. Yeah, so after our show, the Goldmouth joint by the Cam, went to 5 star, grilled at 5 star. What you get at 5 star?
Dang, they got these like Korean chicken tenders that go crazy.
Okay.
But I'm talking about that night. They had a party, a vibe check.
Oh, then
with
yeah, that's right. You popped back.
Yeah, I had
there.
went back out there
I
after
forgot.
the Owie thing. So that was crazy.
So
it was so much love.
Yeah, went to 5 star. Went to Owie joint. Shout out my bro O. And O had a show and basically had a bunch of different artists from the city come up and do like a couple different songs, and then he like DJ'd in between. So that was fun. And then like me and you rocked pretty much at the end.
Yeah.
What joint you do?
I did Committed.
Okay.
I did Get It Going.
Oh, you did a few. That's right. You did a few joints.
Yeah.
Fire. Then I got a joint off, and then after that, which was crazy that you did something like that, because I was done after that. I went home. I had nothing else left. And then so you went back to 5 star, and what was going on at 5 star?
It was the vibe check.
Okay.
With Nyla.
Nyla, yeah.
Choice from the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
So that was tight. That was fun.
And was she DJing?
No, I think she was
like
kicking
hosting.
It. Yeah, I think she was hosting and kicking it.
It was kind of like a party vibe,
yeah,
though?
for sure, bro.
Oh,
definitely
tight.
a party. Even in there was a lot of love in
Did
there,
you know
too.
people you knew people in there?
For sure,
Okay.
for sure. It was tight, man.
Dang, that's dope. That wrapped up Friday. Saturday. So how did Saturday go?
Saturday, that was the day of the festival, right?
Day of the festival. First day of the festival.
Saturday, I was just chilling, dog. Like,
Okay.
I didn't really do nothing. I rested. I just woke up.
What time you get out there?
I think it was like 4 o'clock, maybe.
I saw you Saturday.
Yeah,
right. Oh yeah, I did.
Maybe
I
to
did.
like
I'm
4 o'clock, because I got there a little before y'all. No,
Yeah.
it might have been early because y'all was waiting for y'all wristbands.
Yeah.
Will call.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I got out there. I saw a few. My highlight of that night was just like, all I wanted to do was see the Hot Boys, bro. Like everything else was like a plus after that. But all I was
gonna ask you who your favorite
was to see the Hot Boys, bro. I really went there as like, bro, I missed the reunion. I was in Texas. I think I was in Texas when they came to Raleigh or Charlotte. I was in one of them places when they came. I watched the stream at Louisiana Fest, and I was in the crib like, what? Yo, I never thought I'd see this in my life. Like, I love the Hot Boys. Bro, I saw them, dog. And by the grace of the big boss, I was able to be backstage.
Fire.
And I'm like walking into the pit. I'm amped. I'm like, yo. First, my main goal was like, bro, I got to get on stage. Like, I got to get on stage. But they had it so locked down.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, we got homies involved. But I didn't see them at first. I'm like, dang. All right, what am I going to do? So I had walked around to the stage. I walked one part of the stage. They was like, yeah, if you leave, you can't get back in. I'm like, bro, nah, I can't do that, bro. I got to lay my eyes on somebody from Cash Money, bro.
Yeah.
So we went through there. Then I went to the other side, so it was open in there. And I'm walking through the pit. I'm like, amp. Their Turk is going crazy, and about the dude security guard was like, no, You can't go. I'm like, show him like, bro, I got the artist, man, bro. What's up? Like, he did not let me go. I was sick,
Oh,
so I had to
really?
sit. Yeah, I had to sit on the side of the stage, and I was watching it, and I was like, bro, this ain't good enough.
Dang,
Like, I gotta see my boys, bro. So I went out into the field, and I caught some of the set, and then I was like, man, you know what? I gotta at least get a picture with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I got to, bro.
Yeah,
I don't care who it is, bro. I got to. So my main goal was to like, yo, I gotta meet Baby. Like,
oh, wow.
Baby's the reason why I'm doing this, bro.
Yeah,
like, I gotta meet Baby. Didn't get a chance. He went from like the stage to the car. I seen Slim. I said, oh, joint, that's Slim, bro. Dude's tall as heck. I saw Slim, like, yo. Then I saw Juvenile.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, fire. Couldn't get the Juvie.
Yeah.
BG came up, and I was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, Loki got a little starstruck. I'm like, oh, joint, that's BG, bro. Like, that's crazy. But he had so many people around him, and by the time he got free, he jumped in the car. Then I was like, bro, they go Turk. Turk next to Wayne is one of my favorite hot boys. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
So I went up to him, and I'm like, bro, I gotta get. So before I did that, Mac from No Limit walked up, and I was like, bro, that's Mac from No Limit, bro. I was like, yo, my mind, and he had like a Jet Life shirt. My mind was just so blown away. I'm like, bro, all my childhood heroes are right here in front of my face. It was one of the things. Was like, bro, what did my life come to, bro? Like, I'm really a rapper.
Like your childhood self
bro,
would
what?
be really excited.
Bro, 8-year-old me would be nuts right now, dog.
Nah, that's tight.
So, I see Turk, and I'm like, forget it, dog. I walked up to him like, yo, Turk, yo, can I get a flick with you? Like, I was like, y'all boys raised me, bro. And at first, I guess he was in the middle of talking.
Oh, talking to somebody?
So he didn't like really like say yes or no. So I'm sitting there like, bro, don't let this be one of them things where I meet my hero.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm just disappointed.
They play me or something. Yeah.
But nah, he was real cool. And I asked him again. He was like, oh, yeah, I got you. We took the picture, and I was like, I walked off, and I'm like, I sent it right to my brother. And I was like, you the only one who understood. I'm like, bro. He was like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah. And that was the highlight of my night. And I was like, anything that happened in that moment.
That's so far.
It just, like, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I met Turk.
I
saw BG, Juvenile. And, like, if I would have saw Wayne, I probably would have flipped out even more, bro. Because, like,
sure. Yeah.
That's
I mean,
Wayne, bro. Wayne
yeah.
is like, so it was kind of cool, but
for sure.
So my next mission right now is to meet Wayne and meet Baby.
It's gonna happen.
And we in the game,
Cliff.
dog. And then after that,
Cliff,
we gotta find my boy Master P, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
P. Yeah. Night one was cool. I got there. I really wanted Saturday to see Chief Keef. Shout out my dog Sosa.
We caught a little bit of Chief Keef.
So we saw Chief Keef. After Chief Keef was Ari Lennox, I think. And then, or was it, what's her name? Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole is so fun. Shout out Keisha Cole. Seeing Chief, Ari, Keisha Cole, and then Ludacris. Ludacris was fire. Ludacris killed it. Then low-key after Ludacris, I was like, yo, can't do it no more. I had the Vans on. I was like, yo,
you left early.
Yeah, I left after that.
Yeah, I forgot,
I
bro.
couldn't make it to the Wayne, and I wanted
to
to see Wayne and them. I was like, yo, I couldn't do it, though.
after Ludacris.
So I slid after
that.
Ludacris. Owen and them got in. Owen and Jill got in. But, didn't get to see the Wayne and them. But I know it was fire. And then
what?
I know I already knew it was fire. And then you do anything after that, Saturday night?
Nah, I went back to the Artist Lounge, and I seen Nance.
Far.
And I was telling Nance, I'm like, bro, I low-key got to walk.
Super far.
And he was like, oh, nah, I drove here. I was like, bro, thank you, big balls, bro. So I got in the car with him, and I think I just went, low-key, it was like, what time was it, like 11 or so? 12?
Okay.
So I just ran, grabbed some cookout, bro, took it to the crib.
To the crib. No, I feel that. Saturday, I'm trying bro, because you know what? Duke played Saturday night.
Oh, yeah, you want to see the Duke game.
I want to see the Duke game. So I slid and ended up watching Duke lose with my Dukes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, it was tight. But, and then so Sunday roll around. I gave my band to my boy O. So Sunday, I'm thinking, like, I'm expecting not to go. So I'm like, cool. I'm like, the homies going to go. They're going to have a good time. Jamal was kind of like, I don't know if he was like, I don't know if I'm going to go. He ended up going there. The homies are there. I'm like starting to kind of feel it, like I want to go now. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like, dang, I kind of want to go now, but I don't got a band because I gave it away. I can't ask for it back. I don't, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got this like little portable sauna. So like I'm in the sauna, and as I'm in the sauna, I'm like, you know what? I want to go, man, because I want to see Cole. This last night, I kind of want to see Erykah Badu too, but I'm like, I want to see Cole. And so I'm sitting in the sauna, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna figure out how to get in there. Like something gonna happen. And so I'm like, when I get out, I'm gonna just drive up there and just stand outside and just try to figure something out. Like I don't know if I go to Will Call and be like, yo, my band, something, or if I see somebody I know or somebody ride by or walk by. I was gonna try to figure it out. I was like, yo, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna get in there, get out the sauna, bro. Go to check my phone. I get a text from Jamar like, yo, we got a band for you if you want to come.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? So the homie Dame, shout out Dame, bro.
Shout out Dame.
We sit in the family lounge. He like, where Bobby? And I'm like, I didn't want to go into detail or whatever. So I'm like, you know, he couldn't make it or whatever. He was like, what? Nah, Bobby got to be here. So he was like, I got an extra GA. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, dang, it's almost Cole only left. I don't know if Bob will come out the house. So me and Jamar went back and forth. And Mar was like, I don't even want to text him. I'm like, nah, I'll text him. He was like, you know, let me text him anyway. So we sitting there laughing. I was like, yo, what'd he say? Jamar was like, oh, he said yeah. I'm like, word? I'm like, yo, we would have been sick. We went back home and told him we had a band and we didn't give it to him. Bro. So, bro, I don't even know how you even got to Dorothy Dix that fast, bro.
My dude, shout out my mom. I told my mom, because I told my mom, I was like, man, she was like, you not going? I'm like, nah, I want to go, though. I was like, I kind of want to see him, but I gave my band away. I don't got a band now. And then I told her, I was like, oh, I like was tripping because I'm like, oh, Jamar just texted me like they got another band for me. She like, I'll drop you off. I'm like, oh, bet. Hopped in the shower, threw the fit on. She dropped me off. That's how I got there so fast.
Bro, you got there so quick. So we waiting. We're sitting. We like, dang. We all got like, you know, the passes, you know, to be in the fam lounge, to be in VIP and all that stuff. I'm like, yo, we got to get Bob back here. We can tell this story now. We can tell this story now. So we like, yo, we got to get Bob back here. And
I got a GA band,
bro,
mind you.
But just to, like, bro, it was nobody but the big boss, bro. You were supposed to be there, dog. As we was walking out to meet you, the lady checking the bands was so into Erykah Badu.
She was so into Erykah Badu.
She
wasn't even paying attention to the.
Don't fire or whatever. It's over now.
Yeah.
She moved away from the thing, and I'm like, what, bro? We all came together.
It was 7. Yo, mind you, it was like eight or 9 of us walking in, so everybody close, and I kind of scanned my joint when my boy scanned his. But we look up, and the girl not even paying attention to what's going on.
And Dame is like talking to her.
Yeah, Dame is talking to her.
So how you like Erykah Badu?
I low key go up and start talking to her like, yo, Erykah fire. She like, it's my first concert. I'm like, oh, that's lit.
Dog,
it was perfect.
We all
bro.
got through there.
It was see Josh in there.
But
Mills in there.
The fire thing about it is everybody linked up.
Oh, bro.
At one time.
And
I mean, all the homies that we hang with all the time. Me, Oe, Jill, Josh. Everybody was there.
Yeah.
And we got out when he got
Mike
some
Jones.
food. Mike Jones. I'm about to say we met up with Mike Jones out there.
Yeah.
After we got those fire chicken and waffles in that bowl. The shrimp bowl.
The shrimp bowl was gas with the plantains.
And then I had the plantains earlier before you got there.
Yeah,
and
those was gas.
We watched Cole.
Bro, it was so tight because we come in, we all politicking watching Erykah like destroy it. And then so everybody like, yo, we're going to grab some food and then walk. So we walk in, we grab the food. And it really is like 10 of us. It's all of us, which is so fire. I'm not even really supposed to be in the section that I'm in, but y'all got me in the section. And then so we like are on kind of the side of the stage. And we just watched Cole rock out, yo. And it was like incredible. It was like so dope that it was like the last one, it feels special. We was a part of it in a real way. You had a whole event that you put together yourself. Then we rocked the Dreamville joint. Then we did OE joint. We did all of the things, bro. The week was incredible. And then it's like to cap it off with that and all of us be together in that moment was just
bro,
like.
Did a fire thing too. So we're walking, right? And I'm thinking that we about to walk to the apartments to get an Uber. And then I'm like, bro, y'all park by the homie crib. I was like, you park by his crib. So we had to, I swear that was like a 10-mile walk, it felt like. But in the midst of that, we met up with Banks, which was tight.
Yeah,
we saw the homie Banks. We sat down. We brung in Jamar's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
So it was dropped the homies off. It was an amazing night, bro.
Man. I mean, I guess we could go down the line of like, as you like reflecting, obviously we talked about it, but reflecting like, what do you think all of that means to you? Like that whole experience of everything we talked about, or like where does it push you or influence you or like to go to move forward?
I think first off, that night was that whole week was special to me because I I had came back from New York. You remember that?
Yeah.
And I think you had came from LA. And I just happened to be on Hillsborough Street one day.
Yeah, okay.
Remember
I love where you're going.
And you roll by.
Bro.
You roll by, you beep the horn. I'm like, who's that? You got it? I'm like, oh, joint, that's
Hold
Bob.
on, let me give him even a little because I love where you taking this. So I hadn't seen or talked to Drake in a minute though. Like I hadn't seen him, talked to him like in a minute. Outside of like on some social media, just like I didn't really know what he had going on. He didn't know as much about what I had going on. We both knew we were at different places doing our thing, but we didn't really know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm coming down Hillsborough Street one night. And this is when I just basically got back to Raleigh. I'm like, wait, this dude it's a dude over here with a Hurricane jersey on, some goals. And I'm like, yo, this dude is fly. Who is, love Raleigh, people don't really be dressing like that. So I'm like, yo, who is that? I'm like, oh, that's Drake. I'm like, yo,
So you hopped out the car.
I hopped out, put over, I hopped out.
We had a talk.
Man.
I know it's probably like an hour conversation. And I was like, dang, bro, we're in the same boat.
Same thing.
So time passed.
Yeah. Well, really, though, from that moment, we kind of start tapping in with each other a lot more often. Not like all the time like now, but like it was a lot more frequent though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So time passed, whatever. We all going through the notions. And I had got to a point where I was like, man, I don't even know, like, what does rap look like to me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it look like? I'm doing all this music. I don't know where to go.
Yeah.
And I'm in the house by myself.
Yeah.
Just recording music, putting it out alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got me and the homies was going our separate ways. So we link. You sent a text or something, was like, yo, pull up to Raleigh Denim or something. And I'm like, all right, cool. This is like right. I think a day before Dreamville started. It's pretty vague, but I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
So we're in Raleigh Denim. We're talking, and I think so. The next day, Dreamville. So we end up. I get dressed. I'm like, dang, yo, I'm back with the homies. We started back linking with Nance.
Yeah.
So we all in Raleigh Denim, and then Cal Banks came through, Vic Blantz, like all these people came through, and then we went to the Cam.
Yup.
And I'm sitting back like, dang, yo, I think, bro, the community back. Like
the energy was so special.
Bro, the energy was so high that
I haven't felt like that.
So that night, we're kicking it. I mean, so much creativity, bro. We're just vibing. Everyday people have a party, bro. We had no way to get in there. You remember that?
Dang, hold on, I don't. Hold on, wait, what was this?
At the Dillon.
Oh, yeah.
So
wow.
We were so happy to be with Cal. Cal came through. He was
Shout
like,
out Cal,
bro.
man.
I mean, by this time it was like 10 of us, bro.
Yeah, it was a lot of us for sure.
Cal said they all with me. We all walked in the party.
Hold on, I gotta, because yo, when there be events going on and people be tapped in, oftentimes people will be like 2 or 3 people, and like they like keep it moving. He ain't even know us. He had just met us, and was like, yo, they all good. And it was my homies, Drake homie, like we was deep. And he was like, no, they all with me. They all good, and we all got in.
We all got in. So I'm getting to the point of this. So we're in there, and I'm seeing like, I don't know. I saw Boz. TJ was there. I saw Ari Lennox. I was just seeing like all these people, a few bloggers, just people I know from the internet.
Yeah.
And I looked around. I was like, bro, I have to feel this every day of my life. Like, so, bro, I got so inspired. I was like, bro, all this is built off of the hard work of Cole.
Yeah.
Bro, so I got so inspired, bro. And I left that night. I wrote Ninth Floor to Dylan. The song
Came that
Ninth Floor
night?
to Dylan.
That's crazy.
It's about that night.
Yeah.
How I felt that night. I wrote it on the way home. Like, just my main goal, some hits for a mouth of gold with the scale is low. At the Dylan, I'm watching everything built for Cole. I was inspired. Riding home thinking how to get from coach to a private. Like, it was like, I was like, oh, joint. And I think that Dreamville Fest is always special to me because, and then fast forward that, so the next day was the actual festival.
Yeah.
I didn't have a ticket.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
So the night before, I seen one of my mans from New York in the party. He was like, Drake, you ain't got a band? He was like, no. He was like, what you mean? Like, so Saturday come, I missed his call. I was sick. I was like, dang. Bro, Sunday he hit me like 7 in the morning and was like, yo, I got a band for you.
Fire.
I said, word? All right, bro. I was still working at the time, bro. I was like, yo, I'm sick. I can't make it, bro. Like, what? They was like, Drake, bro, we know what's up.
Yeah.
So he gave me the band. So that night I'm in like, so I got, like VIP and all that other stuff. And I'm meeting just so many creators. I'm at this nice person that day. We building, talking, like another creative, and I left that weekend and was like, yo, I don't know what this feeling is, but I'm turned.
Yeah.
I'm never slowing down.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
whatever I felt Tuesday is not how I feel on Sunday, and I'm turned and I'm going crazy from. And ever since that moment, I've been on fire, bro.
Yeah, you have, bro.
All because of that Dreamville Fest showed me another light. It was like, bro, you're not by yourself. So
yeah,
and I love it because that Dreamville Fest got all us back together.
Yeah.
Me, you, Nance, Owe, like, cause we all know each other and we all came up together, but we all went our separate ways.
Yeah.
So that night, bro, and ever since then we've been turned, bro. We've been like riding. We just introduced riding bikes. I done been in LA, Aspen. I've been all over the place, kicking it with the homies and just being creative, and that sparked a new life into me, bro. Like, so Dreamville will always be, I don't know if I'm getting off track or whatever, but Dreamville will always be special to me from that moment. And then fast forward 4 years later, and to be in the mix like we in the mix, it's like, bro, you can't tell me that staying consistent and hustling does not work.
For sure. Well, that's real, bro, because one of the years, not the first one, it might have even been the one you talking about. I think they like snuck me in again or something.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even remember, because I don't even remember how I got in. But, you know, it was one of those things where, like, somebody gave me, I can't remember how I got in. Definitely snuck in or something like that. And so it is funny to go from, like, being snuck into the festival or whatever to, like, being a part of an event that was, like, officially a part of the festival on the weekend. I was just like you say, it's just like, man, you just never know where time can lead you and guide you and take you, bro. You know?
And the crazy thing is, like, we know so many people involved.
Yeah.
In the mix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't even lie and say we haven't been blessed to go to the festival. You know what I'm saying?
Extremely
like,
blessed, bro.
We plug, we know people that know people. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But to be involved on an official, like it's Goldmouth Garage, Loot, Dreamville, that was an official, like, if you look at the flyer, it says Dreamville, Southern County, Loot. You know what I'm saying? That was a big deal coming from 4 years ago, us sitting in Raleigh Denham, not even knowing where we about to take this.
Bro, and not even know we could get in the festival, let alone, like, yeah. No,
bro, it was tough. I mean, I never forget the first festival. Year one, it got canceled because of the tornado.
Yeah.
And then my DJ at the time was DJing, so he got me a band. It's like every year I was just blessed to get in.
Bro, first year, Mez performed, and he had got me tickets. And right when I got to the festival, because I think I got the time he performed wrong, literally as I'm walking in, he like, yo, Raleigh, y'all been great. I'm like, yo, are you kidding me? So I missed his whole set, Get in there. And then now I'm like pretty much there all day. I got there early to see him, missed him. Now I'm there all day. And like halfway through Cole's set, low key, I told Jamar, like, bro, my feet is I can't do it anymore, bro. Like, I can't do it. I ended up, bro, I wore, so remember it was muddy and wet.
Yeah, I never forget it. Yeah,
I wore all white Air Force Ones that year.
Wildin', bro.
So I threw them away. I threw them away the next day.
I had on the white penny twos, bro. Destroyed from the mud, bro.
Did you throw them away?
Yes, I had no choice.
I had to throw my shoes away. It's crazy we had to throw our shoes away, dog. But
bro,
it's really cool though to reflect and think about like all of those moments, especially like those moments like that of like.
I'm laughing because we had to, not to cut you off, we had to throw our shoes away to like now be in the festival out the mix so much we didn't even get dirty.
Oh yeah, no, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dang.
Being in the mix so much we didn't even get dirty no more, bro.
Think about like where we were, like we're moving. I'm just like, dang, bro, it's like really cool, and we are definitely extremely blessed, bro, to like maneuver through them times and to see it in different ways. And like that's the funny thing is like I'm looking like as I'm there and I'm like, man, this is cool because we seen a lot of different sides of this that like not a lot of people get to see.
Bro, and I was explaining
that's
to
like
somebody
cool.
else. They were like complaining about like, oh, it's too many people. I didn't have nowhere to go to the bathroom, and I was like, it made me just think. I'm like, dang, bro, my Dreamville experience is way different than theirs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like it's kind of like it makes me very, very grateful.
Oh, bro, it's like I'm like, how cool is it that like you've at different points been backstage and had artist bands and like have been around like where the artist you're seeing it from the artist perspective, not necessarily that stage, but somewhat, right? Because you've been on the side of the stage, around the stage, whatever. Like seeing it from that perspective. One of the years I went with Victor, we were like when Earth Gang was performing, we was like on the side of the stage, and I'm like seeing their perspective and people from behind the scene perspective. We also have seen their perspective from being in the crowd.
Facts.
Right, like GA crowd.
Bro,
we seen the side like VIP.
Trying to figure it out,
We
like
seen all trying to figure out how to get in, not going on a day, getting late, like. Bro, we seen every perspective, and I'm like, that's actually really cool and a blessing to like kind of see it from like all of those angles.
Man.
Cause like, I think it's just like it makes it a much more full picture.
even like another thing, you know the photographer Aaliyah?
Yeah.
I'm back, like I'm sitting here, another one trying to figure out how to get on stage to cash money, and Aaliyah taps me. And I look at her, and she has a content badge.
Fire.
And it made me think of those times, like sitting in my apartment, and we're just like me, her, and the other homies just like trying to figure out how we're gonna do these photos, like what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And I low key like got emotional, bro. Like I walked off, she went her way. She was like, "Well, I gotta go get on the cart to go film." And I had to like stop. And I looked up at it was like I'm like emotional now, bro.
No.
I looked up at the stage. And then I watched her like walk off, and I was like, "Bro,
we here,
bro. We on the way.
Yeah,
Like we here, bro."
Yeah. Well, so many times I feel like we're doing so much. In a lot of ways, we got our like head down, bro. We just going, we going, and we kind of recognize. You look to the side, and you know what you got going on, what you're doing, but you just going, and like. Even, you know, it's funny, even after, like, the basketball game, which really was the first event I've ever put together, like, the first thing I've ever done.
It was
and
crazy,
it was it was dope. And Poobie pulled me to the side, and Poob was like, "Hey, bro, like, you got to take this in." He like pulled me to the side, like, "Bro, like, look at this." And I'm kind of like, yeah, it's cool. I'm like, he like, nah, relax. Like, look at this. This is tight, bro. Like, you did the thing. Like, you got to take this in. And it was, like, almost hard for me to, like, take it in. But I'm just like, dang, bro, like, even when we was performing, you know, doing all the things, like we going through the motions, and like when I look back, I'm just like, man, that was cool. Obviously, there's so many different things we want to do, and so many different heights and levels we want to take it to, because we know that we can, not for the sake of like ego, but just because we're like, oh, well, we can do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool to like look back and be like, bro, we did all of the things, and we really like got it out the mud in a lot of way through all of the things. Like
even walking around Goldmouth Garage, because I think what's this, the third year Goldmouth Garage?
Might even second or third,
maybe whatever year. I know one year I was just walking around. It was like just the normal like, what's up, Dree? Because I'm from here. You know what I'm saying? But this one, was just like, it was a lot of, bro, you inspire me.
Fire.
You on fire.
Yeah.
Keep going. It was like people. It was more fans, bro. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense.
No, yeah.
It was more fans of like, oh, I see you.
For sure.
Well, I'm like, dude, starting from Columbia, South Carolina. He was like, bro, I'm from Columbia. He was like, bro, I want to let you know you fire. Like, I'm a support. So it was, the experience this year was just so different. Like, even like, you did the basketball game. The basketball game was, we do shows around, but that was a different type of energy, bro. Like, people brung their kids, their mamas. The homies pull up with their mom. Like, it was like all to come see Bobby. You know what I'm saying? All because
all of us though. To come see all of us,
bro. It was my boy Bobby. He's being humble. My boy came to see my boy Bobby.
It was just come see all of us. It was to come see all of us.
Just to see something different.
Yeah.
And the homies go crazy between you and 3.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
And then Thursday, the amount of love I got Thursday. And it was like, dang, this is stuff that we put together ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Us and the support of our homies.
Yeah.
Like, we in Raleigh Denim, they don't even know. Like, we in there pressing the jerseys up.
We made
painting the jerseys ourselves.
Did it ourselves.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Teamwork. Going out there, we didn't really know. Shout out to Poobie. He's a coach. He knows his stuff. He helped out referee. We had the homegirl keeping score.
Yeah,
we had
Jasmine,
another homie doing the DJ. So homegirl Jasmine. Everybody played a part to see the homies' dreams come to life.
Yeah.
And that's something. It was all, but it all, like, I circle all that around Dreamville, because I know for me, I can't speak for nobody else. If it wasn't for that time, 9th floor to Dillon, I don't know where I would be
right now
in 2025, bro.
Interesting.
Because my mind, I was so confused of like what was next for me.
Yeah.
But that moment made me realize, like, bro, whatever this feeling is, bro, I'm feeling this every day of my life. And I've been turned. So shout out to Dreamville Fest, man.
Dreamville Fest, man. Dreamville Fest. How long is it? 40?
40 minutes.
Yeah, 40 is a good.
But nah, dog. So yeah, so we can close it out, I guess, man.
Yeah, man. Like, we just really wanted to like kind of recap, the past kind of 2 weeks or weekend and week, Dreamville Fest, and like seeing where it's going now. We closing out, but I guess I'm interested in like, what do you see? Obviously, I'm not exactly sure how this thing is going next, because Dreamville is out the way. And new artists. What would you like to see? How would you want to be involved? If they hollered at you about getting involved or something, like, if somebody who is planning that next event at Dorothy Dix is watching this, what is like, maybe what's something you want to say to them or that they should know?
I think overall Dreamville just felt like a huge family cookout. You know what I'm saying? I know Cole said on stage, but for facts,
yeah,
it felt like just like a reunion, like of just people having, and I just want to keep that feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And whatever comes next, just still have that feeling. Still, even like doing stuff at the cam and all that stuff, that was still, though it was open to the public, it was still involving the community because a lot of people from the city was going. It's like, bro, so many eyes is on Raleigh, bro, during that week. Like, bro, like it's people that comes here that you'll never even like, would have probably never came to Raleigh
bro, of course. There's people that came to Raleigh that like didn't know it existed,
bro. So it's like it put so many, like Raleigh's turn.
Yeah,
I think in a sense, I think what it did too was like make people like, dang, it's something. Like I had a homie who never really been out here. He was like, dang, Drig, you got me like wanting to move here. Damn, he was like, bro, you showed me like a whole nother side. I'm like, bro, you came like during a poppin'
right
week
time
too. Like,
though.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was like.
Sure.
All that played a part, but that was because of the Dreamville Festival. So whoever comes next, all I say is just keep that feeling. Is a lot of people in the city moving and shaking that can invite probably invite a hand in and like create just ideas for different events to evolve around the festival. And things to do. So I think it was tight, and I honestly think a lot of this year, it was a lot more like local homies involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. No,
like,
that's true.
I was seeing a lot of the homies with motion this year.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
that's
true.
fire.
I kind of hope, in a sense, whatever they do moving forward, that they keep that part of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, keep the part of like on the ground, grassroots people that like have things going on or know what's up, a part of it. Even if they are working for like you or like whatever, like
you definitely. I believe
though.
that definitely tap in with the people, like even the people that's in like the party scene. Like even having like Professor X and all them, do it was so tight because they really like they got a hand on
for sure
the party scene right now. You know what I'm saying? Like they really creating that vibe.
Yeah.
So I think that was dope. Have those kind of people, the tastemakers, the people that's really into fashion that know what's going on in the city, bro. You like have them involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real.
And I think that'd be dope. But I think the overall, if I could say anything, I just don't want to lose that feeling.
Yeah.
Cause it's a great like Dreamville energy is crazy, bro.
I mean, it is such a family like oriented family cookout. Like it's exciting because like, yo, I'm gonna see people. People's taking off work. Like I said, people get babysitters, all the things. Like to see all of my friends from different parts of my life, from like different places that do different things, all in one place. It's just so tight.
At 2 p.m. on a Friday.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You gotta think about that.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying.
Like it's at night. We at a bar, at a club, or something like that.
Bro, it's 2 p.m. on a Friday, bro. You out
real.
kicking it.
Yeah, you right,
bro.
Right.
Like at our age, bro, people ain't doing that. They can't afford to get take off.
And the cool thing too is like everybody's energy is vibrating at a certain frequency. Like people are excited. Like people are in a good mood, good spirit. It's upbeat. It's just like good energy, man.
Yeah,
and it's like you can't really lose with that. So yeah, whatever's next, bro.
I'm stoked for it, and shout out. I know any Dreamville homies watching this. Shout out y'all.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all doing that for the city.
Absolutely appreciate y'all.
And yeah, man.
We out, dog.
Yeah.